All right. Um, what's up, everybody? Let's see who we got in here. Steve-O. Wind Jumpy's here already, too. Steve-O. What's up, Nick? What's up, that guy Fly? Steve-O already said. Tom, what's up, Tommy? Merriman, what's up? Um, everything's going smooth so far. No technical issues, so that's good. Usually, something always happens. What's up? Reaction Entertainment. Um, we're gonna have Wind Jumpy on. He's already backstage. He can hear us. I have a couple giveaways I'm gonna do. I want to give away this. This I gave it away last stream, but long story short, people's really cool, and so I didn't have to give it away because I didn't really need it. So that being said, I'm gonna give away that, and I think some battery straps. I don't know where they're at. I thought I laid them over here, but I didn't. And then for my patrons, I'm going to give away a $20 gift card to Rect. It'll be a patrons only giveaway. To join my patron or to give me a tip for the stream, it's in the description of this. Description of the video of the stream. But here we go. Here's Wind Jumpy. I'll get him on here in 2 seconds. All right, there he is. Wind Jumpy, you'll be able to see yourself in a second, probably. I don't know how you're probably you're probably like 30 seconds behind or something. All right, let me know how you guys let me know how the audio is. That's always a thing. It seems like I have to figure out.
Yeah, can you guys hear me? Let's see who we have. Hey, Staceman in the house.
What's up,
That guy
Stacy?
Fly. Stay fly.
All
Reaction entertainment. Kwan. Good to see all you guys in here.
the Nightbot. The Nightbot might be working, so I might be able to do automatic giveaways. I was having problems with it. Goomba, he helped me set it up, and it wasn't working, but I think it might be working. So we'll see.
Staceman said I'm a bit low on the audio.
All right, hold on. All right, see if that's better. Say something, Wind Jumpy.
Yeah? Check. You guys can hear me any better? Or maybe that's just me talking soft. Maybe I should talk a little bit louder.
You sound good on my end.
All right, cool.
All right, Stacy says a little better. Tommy's saying perfect. So
All right,
I
nice.
guess we're good.
Yeah,
Um,
man. Yeah, stoked you guys invited me on the streams. You know, I get a lot of love from the FPV community these days, and definitely glad to be here, man, hanging out with you guys. Nappy, you helped me out a lot in the past too. Remember when I was down and I was like had no quads and really needed help.
yeah, I'm glad you got
Yeah.
back in the air, man. That's awesome.
Mhm.
Well, I guess how'd you get started, man? I know people already heard you talk about it once, but uh,
Mhm.
uh, so what's up? How'd you get into FPV? That's a good first line here.
Yeah. Hey, Flexo 3D. Yeah, I got into FPV. Well, originally I'm into extreme sports, so I like flying, kite surfing, mountain biking, you name it, wakeboarding, all those extreme sports. And a couple of years ago in 2020, yeah, actually started in August 2020. I got myself the little Emax Tiny Hawk kit. There's a 1S, the white one, and the little 2S, the Tiny Hawk S. That was the black one. Started off on those little tiny drones. And around that same time, we had COVID. So we were pretty much locked down. We weren't allowed to go to the beaches. Believe it or not, our beaches were closed,
I remember
which
that.
man, that sucked. So we weren't allowed to go mountain biking. We weren't allowed to go jogging. Literally, you have to stay home. So I found FPV, and that sort of free feeling, that freedom. You could be in your house, put those goggles on, and go outside, fly around in and out of your house. That's kind of how I got initially into FPV.
Yeah, that I remember that time. Like then they opened your beaches up, and you were only allowed to go till like noon or something crazy like that, wasn't it? Something stupid.
Yeah, yeah. They're like 2 hours a day or something silly like that. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
crazy.
crazy. That was definitely crazy times. Hopefully, we don't have to live through that stuff again.
I know, eh? Thank God it's gone. But my plan actually was to stick with micros because I love the way you could go anywhere. You shrink your world down into a micro world, and you could fly around your house, your kitchen, your bathroom, in and out of the windows. And in the beginning, I had no interest in flying 5 inch or 7 inch drones. I just enjoyed the freedom of being able to get in and amongst things, in the small little spaces. Until I actually got hands on. One day, a friend of mine with a 5 inch drone said, "Look, fly this, and then tell me if you still want to be a micro pilot." And yeah, that was about 2 years ago, and then I never looked back since. Built myself a 5 inch quad, never looked back after that.
Yeah, I started out with micros also. Then I ended up getting a 5 inch, and then I ended up losing it. Well, I didn't lose it. I freaking fail safed in the river, and then it was destroyed.
Shit.
And then I got back to 5 inch too. Now I never fly micros now.
Yeah, I got rid of my micros. Hmm.
What's up, Smags? Who else is in here? Somebody else I just saw. What's up, One Vision? Steve O already said that. I thought I saw somebody else new in here. Oh, what's up, King Keek?
Hmm. Flexo 3D. So hey, I sure you saw that I started flying 3D, and to me, I don't know why I didn't start flying 3D earlier. I always knew that 3D existed, but never really tried it until recently, and then I just fell in love with it. It feels so natural, like the quad should be able to fly upside down.
Man, I kind of want to try it, but I don't know, man. I wish I could go back and forth, but I know I'd struggle.
You can't go back and forth. I thought in the beginning that I was gonna, fly 3D and then switch back to normal flight. But once you start flying 3D, you get so used to that top half, using just the top half of the throttle. You I converted all my quads over to 3D. So even if I'm just cruising around and taking a normal flight, I'm still in 3D mode.
So I was talking to Flexo, and I think I might hold the world record for having the most 3D pilots on a live stream because
All
Flexo
right, nice.
Flexo was on earlier. Now you're on, so that's two. I don't know if anybody else has had two on a live stream or not.
And it seems that 3D has been around for a while. So we, kind of introduced it to the community through Rotarize and all that. And when Zoe stopped flying, Zoe was going through all her personal stuff. Nobody else really, there's a few guys, Chris Riley, 3D everything, a few guys flying 3D, but it never really kicked off mainstream, and I don't know why. It's such a unique skill, and it's just so amazing that I would think, more people would be flying 3D, more pilots would be flying 3D.
I like it, but like I said, man, if I could go back and forth, I would. I would at least try it, but
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna stick to flying normal. I mean, it's super cool though. It's crazy. Like I think it's crazy, like when somebody does like a matty over some trees or something, and then like just keeps flying underneath of them, like upside
Yeah,
down.
yeah, yep. That's amazing. Blows my mind.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
crazy.
Flyzo, what's up?
Yeah, what's up, Fly Drone MFR? What's up? What's up, E Drone?
Yeah, man. So I just love the community vibe. As I said, I'm into a lot of different hobbies, and FPV is just so unique. The thrill of FPV, flying FPV is just so unique. I can't really compare it to any other hobby. I can't compare it to anything else. It's amazing, and the guys in the community too, man. I feel like I know you all, everybody personally, even though I never
Yeah,
met you.
it's
Yeah, man, it's
that's definitely
good
cool.
vibes.
It's definitely cool part about it, man. They're like, I mean, I've never met anybody in FPV that I like. I mean, I might not love them, but I'm like at least like them a little bit. You know what I mean? It seems
Mhm,
like.
mhm.
Thanks, MFR.
E drone. Yeah, man. So everybody in the house hanging out. Anybody have any questions, like for me at all about anything?
Yeah, Steve I don't know what's up. I tried to set Nightbot up, like, yeah, 2 days ago, and I thought I had everything figured out, and then it wasn't working. And then now all of a sudden it's on here working, and I don't even know what it's
Mhm.
doing. I see it's a piece of cake. Um, I did it for giveaways so I could do automatic giveaways, so that would be easier, but I don't know.
Yeah, AI sucks.
What, yeah, what's it saying? Stop spamming. What emotes? What's an emote? That's what Nightbot said. I don't even know what that is. I'll ask a question if nobody else has one.
So
Uh, so I know what you're. I know you're from what? It's Trinidad and Tobago. Is that or Tobago? How do you say it?
Trinidad and Tobago. Tobago, yeah, that's how you say it. I'm flying my national colors here tonight.
I'm gonna go to Nightbot and see. Nick just said it blocked him for some reason. I don't know what it's doing. I don't know why Nightbot's doing that.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, so since I got into FPV, I've only flown on the island. I've never flown anywhere else. Like my mom's in Canada. I usually go to Canada for a holiday. Haven't been since COVID, but see, they have a lot of guys up there. If I do get to Canada, gonna definitely hit up, Toronto FUV and a few of the guys up there, Drone Bomb and a few of the others.
we went to this summer. We went to Canada and it was pretty cool. I tried to find somewhere to fly, and
Mm,
I flew my DJI Mini 2 um, the most, just like flying it like to get shots of like the Grand Canyon and stuff.
mm-hmm.
But then I flew like I found one like office park, and it was pretty cool. But I don't know. I thought I'd be able to find better spots, but I couldn't find any. But I mean, I'm sure if you know, I'm sure if you knew somebody there and knew where to go, uh,
Oh yes, social media. I guess you just have to post, "Hey, I'm here. Anybody close by, hit me up." I'm sure you could find a little group of people.
I'm trying to figure out why Nick's freaking blocked. He sent like a bunch of smiley faces with heart for eyes, and that's all it says. And then it says he's timed out for posting caps. Oh, I wonder if they think
Hmm.
he's a freaking think he's a bot or something. Um,
Yeah. Hey, Rilo, what's up, man? Yeah, I'll be flying tomorrow. I'm gonna be hitting up those spots. Tomorrow is our Independence Day, so tomorrow is a public holiday,
oh,
bank
that's
holiday.
awesome.
Yeah, so everybody they're gonna have like parades and stuff in the main square in the main town. But they sent a notice out to all drone pilots that we are not allowed to fly on Independence Day around any of the events because it's military, it's marching and
Oh,
all that.
okay.
Yeah, so we're not allowed to fly around any of the events, but all the other spots would be free because everybody would be at the event. So I'm gonna look for probably one of the bandos or somewhere that normally has people that's not gonna have people tomorrow. So new spot, new spot search tomorrow.
That's always cool finding a new spot.
I mean, the island's small; they don't have that many spots, but you know, and that's the thing I noticed with getting into digital, getting into HD. The same spots that I used to fly with analog, now all of a sudden look kind of like a whole new world because you can see everything. You're choosing different lines and going more, exploring and yeah, like definitely flying the same spots now but with HD and seeing a whole new world.
Yeah, I'm glad I started out with analog, but when I went to HD, man, that was like a
You
game changer, man.
Where you flying now? DJI or
Yeah, I fly the V2 and with the
yeah, yeah,
Vistas.
yeah.
I
A lot
start
of people seem to fly that. They have a few pilots locally over here that fly DJI as well.
it. Everything's super expensive to get though, isn't it? That's what sucks, isn't it?
Yep. So that's kind of why I went walk snail. I originally wanted to go HD0, and DHL lost my ordered a VRX for my SkyZone. DHL lost my package, and I was kind of bummed out. I didn't get all my money back. I got some money back, but Walk Snail kind of stepped their game up and kind of was making a big footprint and got me interested. And I got the Walk Snail VRX. Is it's not as expensive as DJI, but it's still digital, still HD, and I'm loving it so far. I'm flying it a couple of days now, and yeah, man, it's sick. It is real nice.
You got a smile on your face. That's awesome. Yeah, man, it is.
Yeah.
I flew analog for like probably I don't know, probably about that wasn't quite a year and a half, but it was over a year. And I switched. Like I held off forever, man. Like it came out. DJI
I
came
used to
out.
say analog for life. I used to say analog for life because I had a good quality link. My analog
Yeah.
was solid, man. I never had any issues with it.
The people that say analog for life are probably still watching VHS tapes on their tube television.
Or just
That,
haven't tried
yeah.
digital, because when you haven't tried digital, you don't have anything to compare. You don't have anything to compare it to. So I was only flying analog. I mean, I looked into a pair of DJI goggles, and I didn't like that. I couldn't adjust the focal distance. It was only IPD. You couldn't adjust that distance in and out of the screen on DJI. And I always found that I couldn't get that focus right, and it seemed a little, the LCD screen seemed a little washed out for me, and I wasn't really wowed by DJI. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna stick with my analog for a while longer. And along comes HD0, and along comes Walk Snail, and giving us a couple options.
Yeah, that's. I mean, you knew there was going to be some stuff coming along
Oh
eventually.
yeah, definitely, definitely. And I see that those open IPC projects now they're doing really good. They're still like around 50 milliseconds of latency. It's really high. It's not good for freestyle or anything, but it's good to see that there's an open source project for
Yeah.
digital HD video feed out there.
Hey Tommy, I'm just joking, man. If uh, I'm just saying people that say analog for life. I'm just kidding, dude. Um, I actually flew analog for the first time, and like since I went HD like 2 weeks ago, I flew.
Yeah, what was that like?
It wasn't even. I was shocked. Really, I used some HDO2s, and
Hmm.
it was a tiny loop, and I couldn't believe it. It was on 25 milliwatt. I was like, man, I was like, analog's a lot better than it used to be.
Mm. Yes, it is. It is pretty good. It's quite solid. But then with the resolution, I when I went back to analog after flying a couple of sessions in HD, I couldn't fly it anymore. It's like nah, I can't fly this.
What
I don't know how I've been flying this all along, but we're moving forward, technology getting better.
when I might actually.
I did feel the latency straight off the bat, but after the first pack, my brain just compensated for that extra 20 milliseconds, and
Yeah,
I was fine.
I think the people that say they like feel the latency and can't fly, man, just haven't really tried it either. Because I mean,
Mm.
it's never really bothered me. Like maybe at the first, I mean, like week or something, it was kind of weird. But like being able to see and like the penetration is what I like about it, man. I mean, you can fly
Yeah,
behind anything, and like it just you can see.
yeah, that's immediately what I noticed. So you start going places you've never been. Yeah,
Like, I mean, I think somebody that flies like steel that goes 150 mile an hour all the time, he might be somebody that actually be like, well, the latency bothers me. But for like the other 95% of the FPV people, like, I don't think it's going to bother them, the latency.
well, this I noticed it straight off the bat. Like if you go straight from analog, and first time you fly it, you'll be like, "Oh my god, what the hell is that?" Then you
Yeah.
kind of get used to it, and then something like the 540p race mode comes out, and then you drop by 20 milliseconds, and then it goes back to that analog realm. Because analog, realistically, with an HDR analog camera, you have 20 milliseconds of latency. And with our walk snail 540, you get in 22 milliseconds of latency, which is, to me, it felt like analog. I didn't feel a difference in terms of latency.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know if DJI, I think DJI has a low latency
Yeah.
mode, yeah?
Yeah. There's a, I forget what it's called because I fly the low latency mode. They have a better mode that's like a better picture, but it's
Mm.
slower, like the rate slower. But I mean, I don't know about the new goggles. I haven't used them, but I don't know. It's good enough for me, man. Like I just like being able to see like ghost branches and freaking
Yeah,
whatever, anything.
yeah. Talking about that, your flying been improving a lot, man. Like you leveled up, like you know.
I
You
appreciate it,
kind
man.
of, yeah, kind of like step. I think that's kind of how I progress as well. I plateau for a little while and then step up and level up.
Yeah, like I think I have gotten better too. Like you said, like man,
Hmm.
I wasn't like burn out, like where I like wanted to quit or anything. But I was just like so sick of my spots, so sick of like I don't know. That was what was getting to me, man. I think was just like doing the same old. And actually, I've been like actually traveling not far, but like driving 30, 40 minutes to go to different spots, and I think that's helped a lot. Just something different scenery.
Yeah, I see you nailing those matties, man. Those matty flips. There, once
Yeah,
you get them down, is you will just every bar, every overhang you see, you want to
yep.
matty it. Yeah.
I couldn't get to Matty forever, and MFR he's in here right now. Me and him were flying, and he's like, man, just do a front flip and go back underneath of it, and like
Yeah, start off like that. Yeah.
all the videos I watched, like I would come over top and then smack the ground, and I would always do that. And then MFR was like, just flip over it, man, go back, and I was like, man, you're a freaking genius, and
Yeah. Yeah.
it just hit me like bam, and it stuck.
Yeah, man, that's good.
I want to catch up on the
That's
chat.
real, Rilo. Steve-O, you're too slow to notice. Or what, latency?
Yeah, you're too slow, Steve-O. What's up, Raz? Man. One of the hardest things.
Merryman FBB.
One of the hardest things
What
for
Mer-
one of the hardest things for me streaming is I always forget to look at the chat, and I'll look, and there'll be 20 messages I'm behind.
Yeah. So what Merryman said there with the DJI V2 was awful, but I don't feel the latency on walk snail. What Chris Rosser did a side-by-side test, DVR recording of walk snail and DJI, and after 3 minutes, the DJI video DVR ended before the walk snail, and he explained why. DJI throws away frames, so when there's a bad frame coming in, DJI will just throw it away and just give you the next frame and just keep moving forward. Where a walk snail tries to retain that frame. So that's what that sort of smearing is. You see that kind of blurriness. That's walk snail trying to preserve the frame instead of just tossing it out and giving you a skipped frozen frame. So I kind of like that because you don't get that laggy sort of stuttery feel. You just get that smooth feeling, even though some parts of the image might be a little bit blurry. It's compensated by the low consistent latency. And I like that technology. Whatever they're doing behind the scenes there, I like it. Working for me.
Yeah, I'd like to try walk snail, but like I'm pretty into DJI right now. I have like I'm trying to think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's the thing.
I have 6 Vistas right now and an air unit. So I mean, I guess I could sell all
Yeah.
that stuff, but
Well, I was just gonna say you're not gonna get air units anymore, so you should hold on to those as gold, because all you have is O3 when all
yeah,
the air units are done.
yeah. Whenever they were well, I actually have seven Vistas in one air unit. Like
Mm-hmm.
whenever they started like the rumors were they were going to disappear, whatever. Like
Yeah.
if I'd see one like on Facebook Marketplace for good price, I'd buy it or whatever, or like I'd buy a new one. Like I kind of just started hoarding them. I mean, I didn't buy that many of them, but I'm stocked for a while.
Talking about buying stuff on stock, um, we basically our customs division they put out a public notice that any drones that enter Trinidad and Tobago will be confiscated, will be seized. Like without question, we're not allowed to bring drones into the country. So that's fully built drones.
So you'll have to.
So hoping that doesn't trickle down to drone parts as well. But they're looking like this China ban, gonna be affecting us here, boy. Yeah. Just keeping our fingers crossed that we could still somehow get gear in, because what happens if Get FPV and Pyro drone run out of stock? We'll be kind of in shit.
I mean, I don't know. Uh, I don't know how they would ban the parts, man. Because I mean, that could be used for anything. But
Yeah, yeah. So a lot of the shipping companies don't want liability. So even let's say we try to order directly from China, the shipping companies are like, nah, we're not gonna take the risk. So trying to figure out what the best move would be
Rilo,
from September the first.
what's after September 1st?
September 1st is the
Oh,
date that they are going to initiate the ban.
oh, okay. I
Yeah, so we know for sure T-Motor is one. T-Motor emailed all their suppliers, all their wholesalers, all their retailers in the US that they wouldn't be able to stock T-Motor gear from September the 1st. There are a few other FPV companies that are affected. DJI is on the top of the list because they have a lot of shady stuff going on behind the scenes. But they China basically telling everybody, get FPV Pyro drone by email that, hey, as of September the 1st, we wouldn't be able to send you any FPV gear. Kind of scary, yeah.
yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I didn't know it was September 1st. That's
Yep.
like what, in 2 days, isn't it?
Yep. So people are already panic buying. People are already grabbing up as much gear as possible. A lot of things are already sold out. I was on Pyrodrome today. A lot of basic things are out of stock already.
Dang.
And yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen there.
Something will come. I mean, I don't know. Something will happen. Like, something positive will end up happening sometime, somehow.
Yeah, like Walksnail too. There's something funny going on. Well, I don't know if Fat Shark has an assembly line for Walksnail, for Fat Snail, Fat Shark Walksnail goggles in the US.
Yeah.
But Walksnail can't ship Walksnail goggles into the US from China. But somehow the retailers can stock the Fat Shark, Fat Snail goggles.
Oh yeah, it'll be
Fat
a name.
Shark.
It'll be a name change. Like even like DJI will be something like some small company will pop up probably and look just like DJI, and
Yeah,
it'll be selling.
yeah.
They have too much money, man. What's up, Austin?
Oh, still.
Boat,
Hey,
bo-
what's up?
boats and drones. What's up? How about sub 250 MFR ask? I saw that, and I think he was asking you about 250, 250 grams, I guess.
Yeah, we don't have any sub 250 laws like that yet. So like they're not hitting us about remote ID or anything down here in the Caribbean yet because we always follow the rest of the world.
Oh yeah, it'll next year. 20.
Maybe in 5 years. Let's say 5 years.
Are you guys about 5 years behind?
Yeah, things go real slow here, man. I'm in the land that time forgot.
Yes, Stacy, they do suck. What's up, Jason? Stacy said the government sucks. I can't give you enough likes on that, Stacy. That's for sure. Island time.
Yeah, island vibes. It
Man,
just
I
rained. It just rained. I'm hoping tomorrow it doesn't rain tomorrow because I'm actually gonna finish charging up all my packs there and going up to that spot tomorrow.
that's cool, man. Yeah, it's been nice here. Like it was like 73 or 4 degrees, like sunny out today. It was perfect. And I should have went and flown, but I freaking did yard work all day. Like I've been putting off yard work for about a week, man, and I needed to do it, and it I messed around all day. I was like, man, it was perfect to go out and fly. What's up, Quad Daddy? Um, I just thought of something. What? Where am I going, CC? Where's that at, Raz?
But yeah, States man, I saw that hurricane coming up your end.
Oh,
It passed us as just a little tropical storm, a little bit of rain, and by the time it got up to you guys, it was a perfectly formed hurricane, man. I hope it seems to be swinging back out into the Atlantic, so I think we all are safe.
no, Raz. I wanted to go to Castle Crash, but I have to work, and I couldn't get off because somebody else was on vacation. They put in before me, so I couldn't go. Do you get a lot of hurricanes there, Wind Jumpy?
We get more tropical storms. The hurricanes form after they pass us.
Um, what? This just hit me, so I'm kind of changing the
We're all
subject.
the way over on the east.
How'd you come up with your FPV name?
Aha. Yeah. Because I originally windsurf. I've been windsurfing
Oh,
and
yeah,
kiteboarding
I knew that.
my whole life. So that was my windsurfing name, and it just kind of carried over into FPV. I stuck FPV on the end there. Wind
Yep.
jumpy FPV. Why not?
Yeah, I mean that's perfect.
Yeah, yeah. And it has a little folklore. Jumbie, a jumbie is a local like an apparition, kind of like a spirit or a ghost.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So when the wind blows, the zombie will come out of nowhere. As soon as there's wind, the zombie will appear. So that's the kind of theme I had going with that name.
Okay. Yeah. I'm glad I thought of that because that's one thing I wanted to ask you. Then, like we were talking about wind, and then uh,
Hmm.
so it just hit me. I'm getting ready to try something. I want hopefully it works. Um,
Spin the wheel.
well, if it doesn't work, uh, um, hold on. Uh, yeah, I want to do a giveaway, but hold on. I want to try to set it up. Hopefully, this automatic giveaway will work. Um,
Yeah, I love how you guys give back to the community. I'm hoping that I could do something for when I get to my 1K, my 1,000 subscriber mark. Do some sort of giveaway or something. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I'll figure something out.
well, I started a Patreon. If anybody wants to join my Patreon, my goal for the stream is to get a $3 one because I don't have a $3 one, and I'm gonna be doing a Patreon
Hmm.
giveaway at the end here. I have 4 patrons, but yeah, like
Nice.
yeah, I started doing some giveaways and stuff, and then um, Dizzy Dean was like, "Do you have a Patreon?" I was like, "No." He's like, "You should start one." And so
Yeah.
I started one, and then like people actually subscribed. I was kind of shocked, but I got 4 of them, and I get $14 a month. So I'm like, that's cool. That's giveaway money. But
Yeah.
I'm giving away more than $14 and stuff today though.
Hey, technique. I have two. I have two so far. Donnie and technique.
Yeah, Stacy, I'm
So,
rich. Um, all right, guys, I want to try to do a giveaway. I'll do let's see, what time is it? 10:10. I'll do I have a couple wrecked straps and some stickers. So let's see if this will work. Type in Goomba, Goomba, all lowercase to enter. Hopefully it works. Goomba. Lowercase technique though. I have it lowercase. There you go. I'll give you guys a couple minutes. You can enter win jumpy. I don't know how much it'll cost me to ship to you.
well, we'll talk about how we get our gear down here. It's kind of hard. So we're all the way down in the Caribbean, like right off the coast of Venezuela. And when we order stuff, we have to get our gear from the US, from GetSUV or Pirate Zone. If we order it through our normal post, it will get lost or stolen,
Oh,
almost 100% guaranteed.
oh,
So what we do is we have a skybox in Miami, a Miami address.
all right. Who steals it? The government?
Nah, somebody, some person, some individual in South America, it's a rural country. Somebody will open that package and see something that they want and just take it.
So I remember whenever your stuff, whatever happened with all your stuff that one time, and we started talking. I think that was like the first time I talked to you, other than like uh,
Yeah.
comment on videos. Like
Mm.
I remember you said that like doesn't the U.S. like uh, think you guys are like terrorists? Isn't that like a thing? Like that your
Yeah.
country's like a bunch of terrorists?
Yeah. We have a very high amount of supporters of of the Islam, you know, and on their records they say that there are a lot of people left from this country, from Trinidad and Tobago, to go over to the Middle East to fight, in the jihad. So they kind of look at us as, they're real careful with the things that come through their customs. So they're really tight, man. Just to get basic FPV gear in, it's
Yeah, that's crazy.
and it takes about 2 weeks, roughly 2 weeks to get here from the U.S. So you have to wait. If you break something, I need a replacement. I have to wait.
So like, do you guys have like Amazon? Does what Amazon work for you guys?
Yeah, we could order stuff off of Amazon, but we always have to use a private shipping company. It's safer, a DHL or any. They have a few other companies, as opposed to just ordering direct and letting it come through the post. So we have to pay a little bit extra. Believe it or not, sometimes we could spend over $100 US just for shipping and handling.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, don't care what it is. It could be two tiny items, two little receivers, two little ELRS receivers. You still have to pay shipping and handling. And sometimes the shipping and handling is more than the cost of the receivers. And then it gets here, and then customs then adds another fee on top of that. So that's kind of, I would say that's a reason why not many people in Trinidad and Tobago are into FPV, because of the challenges. Getting into the hobby, getting gear, and then actually building a drone. And it does take some commitment and patience.
Oh yeah, that's crazy, man. Like we're spoiled here with stuff like that.
I know you can just go down to the nearest store or Best Buy and get a replacement for your GoPro, or we're way out here in the middle of nowhere.
Like like I have an FPV shop. Like it's like 12 minutes from my house, which they just opened like this year. It's wrecked, but it's like
Mm.
that's super cool. Like I mean, I can break something and like for real be back in the air like that night. You know what I mean? If I
Hey, Stace, man. Yeah, Stace. What we do is we have a local WhatsApp group, and we would all kind of try to pool our orders together into
oh
one big order to save on shipping.
that's that's a good way to do it.
The exchange rate is 7 to 1, so 7 TT dollars to $1 US.
My
That is,
sorry.
yeah. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying I'm trying to do this giveaway and it's not freaking working. Um, I guess I'll have
Oh,
to. I guess I don't know. I was having problems with it, and Goomba was like, I screen or um, what's it called? I can't think what I'm trying to say. Like when you
I
call,
don't know. I don't know anything about those raffles, those spin,
yeah,
those random.
it's not working for some reason. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, they are,
Oh,
Merriman.
you know what I think you could do? I think there's a site, a website that you could go to separately, just on Google, that will randomly select. I'm not sure, but I think there's one.
Well, I found a wheel that you can spin, and it works. I just have to manually put in everybody's names. And what sucks
Mm.
is Goomba helped me do this, or I did it and I did it right, and then he's like, "Well, you doing something wrong?" And then I was talking to him and showed him everything I was doing, and it wasn't working. Um, and he's like, "I don't know why it's not working." Yeah, it's not working. I guess I don't know. I'm gonna stop messing with it. I don't feel like freaking. Uh, I'll just do.
Yeah, I need to learn to do all this stuff too, because I eventually want to do a stream at some point and uh get all the local pilots, because Rilo, I see Rilo in the chat. Um, we have a few others. Drone guy, there's Zoe FPV is there. So there's a handful of us here. Small tight knit community, probably eight 8 pilots, if so many that are active. You know, a lot of people have life, and FUB is take a back seat. FUB is just sort of on the weekend, but there's about 8 of us that are really active in community, and you know we keep in contact. I want to get everybody on a stream one day
Yeah,
in the future.
that would be super cool. Um, there's all kinds of videos to set up Nightbot, so you can probably follow them, and it might work. It might work for you. I don't know why it's not working for me. Like I did a I did a test stream like earlier yesterday, and it would work like half the time, and the other half it wouldn't work. And
Oh, who did it for you? Maybe he could spin. Maybe he could do it from his end, or what do you think?
who wants to?
Who did it? Who showed you how
Oh,
to do it?
uh, it was Goomba, but I'll do it.
Goomba, yeah, because
I'll,
maybe he could do it from his end.
he
He
could,
could spin the
I'll,
wheel.
Yeah, well, I can do the wheel. I'm trying to do it the easy way. Where all I have to.
Yeah, typing everybody's name in. Yeah, that's too long.
I mean,
That's too long.
I'll do it if you want to enter if you want to enter a giveaway. Just say, whatever, say giveaway, and then I'll put your name down, and then I'll just spin the wheel like the old-fashioned way. That's how I usually do it. Lambo's here. Do you want to enter, Lambo? I'm gonna ship your stickers out tomorrow, Lambo. So I might as well put you down. Flexo, Tommy. I'll give you guys a couple minutes. No rush. Merriman.
Hmm.
I have a freaking pencil that's like really, really dull. Go figure. See, Tech.
Who is it? You said was from Trinidad.
It's my son. It's his. He goes to school with her. It's one of his
Hmm.
friends. I guess, like I said, they moved here. I think it was like 10 or 12 years ago. I
From
think
Trinidad. All right, that's cool.
her dad was like, um, I think I'm right on this. Her dad is like a general or something. I don't know. He was like, and I guess like somebody halfway important. I don't know though. I might be
Mm.
wrong. Let's see. Stacy. Yeah, I'm using a freaking piece of paper that's all. There's a clean piece. All right, I'm gonna go. If I'm zoning out, I'm going to start the wheel, finding the wheel. So if I'm not like talking or something, that's what I'm doing. But I'll try to keep it going. Yeah, her dad was. I think he said I should have asked him before we started. Her dad, I think, was something in the military, like a general or
Mm.
something. But I don't know.
Yeah. Believe it or not, we have a lot of people who want to migrate, who want to move to the U.S. from from the Caribbean, from here, from Trinidad and Tobago, because well, you kind of well, you earn more money, quality of life is a bit better. So even though we're in this, palm tree and white sand beach, it's kind of hard, meaning that our money ain't worth that much on a global scale. So you had to work hard if you want to support an expensive hobby like FPV. Yeah,
I
I
mean,
have 2 jobs. Most of us have 2 or 3 jobs. That's kind of like normal.
are you wanting to come ever? Or are you like, are you gonna stay there forever?
I have to go to Canada at some point to visit my family. So definitely have to get to Canada at some point in the near future. But
Where?
yeah, I live here. I have it kind of okay here. A decent job and the close knit communities. Being a small island, only 60,000 people on the island. Everybody knows everybody. It's kind of like a family.
That, where I live at
Uh,
my town, I think we
mhm.
have like 50. We have like 55,000 people. So your whole country's about as big as my city.
The whole island, exactly. So, yeah, and everybody's kind of like family. And if I had to move anywhere, I have to go and start all over again. So I'll travel around on vacation, but I'm gonna live here. Don't have any plans to move.
All right, I'm gonna cut you off for like 2 seconds, and I'm gonna ask you.
Yeah, you no problems. You go ahead.
But I want to ask you a question when I get back. All right, I got Lambo, Flexo, Alan, Tommy, Rilo, Merriman, Tech, King, and Stacy. If you said you wanted to enter and I didn't say your name, let me know. um, all right, Win
Alan,
Jumpy, are you where's your mom at in Canada?
Montreal and Quebec.
That we went there on vacation this summer.
It's really nice, eh?
It
I
was,
went every year religiously for my entire life. So I was living here, going to school here, but for summer holidays and winter holidays, I would go to Canada to visit my grandparents and stuff.
yeah, it was. Do you speak French then? Probably.
A little bit,
That
but not much. I never spent enough time in Quebec to get fluent in French.
um, my son, he
Alan, I see Alan in the chat here. Alan, you need to change that name to your FPV name. Alan is fairly new pilot. So we're actually getting people into the hobby now. That's really cool. But Alan is kind of the latest pilot in the group in the crew.
All right, cool. He's local to you then.
Yeah, yeah. Not Tobago, not my island. There's Trinidad and Tobago. They're in Trinidad. So I'm the only one in Tobago. Uh, I have two other people that are actually pushing and trying to get them more active in FPV. But most of the guys you see in the chat here are from Trinidad, over on the Big Island.
So, can you go in between islands? Are you guys considered one country?
Yeah, we're one country, one republic. They have like hourly flights back and forth and ferry twice a day.
All right, that's cool.
So
Yeah,
Trinidad is the main industrial hub. You know, it's 1.5 roughly 1.5 million people in Trinidad.
oh, so it's way bigger than.
Way bigger than Tobago. Tobago is just a tiny little rock off to the side of Trinidad.
All right, yeah, I didn't.
Trinidad is like, I think the closest point is like 2 or 3 miles away from Venezuela. You could see Venezuela clearly from Trinidad.
All right, I'm ready to pull up the wheel. If you guys don't see your name and you wanted to enter, let me know, and I'll put it on there. You'll have about 30 seconds to tell me because I want to get spinning. Um,
Good luck.
yeah, I didn't know, man. I didn't know they were exactly how they worked. How the like if you go in between or what.
Yeah. States man, I see you asking my favorite spots to fly. That golf course that you see in most of my videos, that golf course is something, it's huge, it's massive, it's like hundreds of acres. So I'm still finding new spots to fly on that golf course. And when I feel for like, those long, fast, low runs over grass with a lot of open space, I'll fly the golf course. And then there is the few bandos around. The thing with the bandos, they're kind of close to where people live, and 5-inch drones can be obnoxious and noisy and annoying. So those bandos, I have to choose the days that I go to fly because I have people living close to them. But yeah, a mix between the two. When I'm feeling brave and don't mind breaking something, I'll hit the bandos. And then when I want to just cruise around some open space and trees, I'll hit the golf course.
You're in now, MFR. All right, I'm spinning. This is going to be for some wrecked battery straps, and I don't know. I'll find some props. I have a few sets of props and some Nappy stickers. So good luck, everybody. Here you go.
I'll send you my Miami address, Nappy. I can add your sticker to my sticker collection.
All right. Technique won that one. Congratulations, Tech. Hit me up.
Congratulations, Technique.
I'll send you some stickers too, Technique. Um, I think do I have your? I think I might have your address, Technique. I don't know. Did I have I sent you something, Technique? For some reason, I think I have. I don't remember.
So yeah, the what you'll see on my videos, we live more on the southern end of the island, southwestern end of the island. 3/4 of the island is actually a protected rainforest, a natural reserve. So we live like on the southwestern end of the island and around the outer edge of the reserve of the rainforest. It was the first protected national rainforest in the Western Hemisphere. In I think it was 1500s by King
Dang.
whoever, King Henry I think it was. Hey, Triton, what's up,
What's
man?
up, Triton?
Good to see you.
You just missed a giveaway, Triton. But I'm gonna do one. I'm gonna do two more actually. Um, I'm gonna give away this. It's a Radio Master T8. This was my 500 sub giveaway.
Did,
But
did
then,
you lose me? Oh no, I'm still there. Okay, good.
and then, if somebody wants to give me $3 a month for a Patreon, you could be entered to win a $10 gift card, or even $1. But my goal is to get a $3 patron.
Great.
I like my favorite numbers are 3 and 13. I don't know why.
Triton, what are you catching these days? We have some amber cavalli and some amber jack that we catching these days. Nappy, you're close to you're on the coast at all? Or where exactly?
I'm in Ohio.
Ohio.
I'm
Okay.
I'm close to Canada. That's why I asked where you were going because I'm actually. I mean, I can be in Canada in like maybe 4 hours. Like, but from Quebec, I'm like I forget how far it was. Like 13 hours, I think, or 12, or I can't remember.
Wow. Wow. Huh.
But we were actually talking about maybe going back to Canada this late fall, early like before winter, and
When the
going.
fires stop.
Yeah, it was weird. Yeah, I saw your message, Tech. Thanks, dude. I'll hit you up. Um, when we were there, the fires were actually going on, and they really weren't that bad. Like the sky was hazy a few of the days, but then on our way home, man, it was like horrible. Like you could it smelled like burning plastic, and like
Yeah.
it was it was gross out, really.
Yep. My mom's there now in Canada in Quebec. She's gonna come visit me later on in October or November. She has to get away from that winter. It's too cold. That's why I live here and not in Canada. 6 months of winter is a little too much for me, man.
In Ohio, man, we have probably 2.5 to 3.5 months. I don't know where there's only about 2 months where it's like horrible, where you like don't want to go outside. But then most of the time, it's not that bad. I mean, I'm used to the cold. Like
Yeah.
I've actually flown when it was like wind chill was like single digits. I mean, it wasn't fun, but I flew a couple packs. But
Do you have to conform output for flying like in snow?
I
Or can the quads handle snow? Being, snow's more or less dry only when it hits something. it would then turn into moisture.
Yeah, I've never conformal coated, and I've crashed. Like,
And it was fine, yeah?
yeah, like I've one
Yeah.
time, one
I
time
got,
I flew in a parking lot that where they just plowed it, and like there was big mounds of snow, and like
mm,
I had to dig it out, and I'm like, well, my stuff, everything's burnt up, and like I unplugged it, and I didn't. I mean, I didn't fly it then, but like I came home, dried it out, and it was fine. All right, Tech, I'll send you your stuff. I should send it tomorrow. If not, I will Friday, but I'm gonna try my best tomorrow.
so yeah, you fly a lot of long range. I dabbled a little bit in long range, but I found that I don't feel comfortable flying so far out. I feel I want to fly and feel good. I don't want to fly and feel kind of like on edge. Like I'm about to poop my pants. And that's the feeling I get when I'm flying 2 kilometers away. Like, oh God, am I gonna hit a bird, or are my props just gonna spin off randomly?
I I have, but nothing super crazy. But I kind of like it. It's kind of relaxing, and then it kind of isn't. Like you kind of get like a rush from it, or I do.
Yeah,
But it's that's in the wintertime is kind of when I want to do it because I'll just go stand outside, and then I'll just fly. One pack or two packs long range, and it'll be 10 or 15 minutes, and then I'm like done. But
yeah.
I've never got into it like hardcore or nothing.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm more into freestyle, man. I just always thinking about something new, some new variation.
Yep.
There's a dream I have where I want to do all the tricks that I know how to do in one run. So every time I go fly, I kind of think like, is today going to be the day where I get to do everything? A trippy spin and then go into a matty flip and then into a split S and then just do all the moves that I know how to do in one run without crashing out. That's like a dream,
What?
But something always messes up your line, and then even if you don't crash, your line's gone and you don't make it.
What my problem is if I hit like a good trick, I get like excited or like pumped up, and then I mess up because I'm like, yeah, I hit it, I got it,
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
and then I'm like, then I hit a tree or something. I'm like, well, there you go, there goes that. Or like
Yeah.
I'll hit it and I'll be like, all right, I gotta keep this going so I can put this clip in my video, and then it's done.
hmm Yeah. I went through a phase there where I was trying to do, you know, uh, one pack edits, a full pack, without any cuts, full 3 or 4 minutes, just all flying and nice tricks. And then I found that, in between, you can still get kind of bored, So I went back to my old style where I would just kind of show people the like the best bits, and kind of chop it up. Because we humans now have a really short attention span,
I
those
know.
short form content.
Yeah.
People after the first 30 seconds are like, okay, what's next? And they just kind of swipe away and get bored. So,
And
I mean, I personally, I'm enjoying my flights, but to share with you guys, and I don't want to get anybody bored. It's just like, okay, here, look, this is the highlights of the session.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I Man, I like to watch FPV videos still, like just
yeah.
but like, man, my favorite part about FPV flights is like the vlogging part, and like the people showing like what's going on, and like
I was just gonna say, even though the short form content is doing well and people have a short attention span, things like live streams and sort of carry me along videos. That's what you call it, where you're kind of I'm bringing you along with me.
yeah,
That people feel a little more comfortable because sometimes you feel a part of what's going on, connected.
like I enjoy making videos. Like I enjoy making like vlogging, talking to the camera, like like for me that's part of making a video. Like every once in a while I'll post like a short flight video, but like I
Well,
mean,
that's good.
yeah, I mean, I make I make videos because I like to do it. I mean, I do obviously I want people to watch them and get subscribers and likes and stuff like that. I mean,
I,
that's normal, but like actually
yeah.
enjoy making them. You know what I mean? Like it's fun.
I don't know if you noticed, I didn't show my face on YouTube for a long time. Maybe for the first 2 years of flying FPV. It was only FPV videos, only flight
Yeah.
videos. I hate how I look and sound. And even now, most of the recent videos that I do, that's probably like the third or fourth take because, the first take, it was bumbled. I didn't say what I wanted to say, and then the second take, it was all messed up. The lighting was bad. I had a big shadow over my face. I couldn't.
Yeah.
So I do a few takes and then just kind of grab something out of the B-roll to put in the video. But I'm getting a bit more comfortable now on in front of a camera.
It's yeah, it definitely takes something to get used to, man. Like just sitting there talking to the camera and people's like, I like to vlog better. Like if I'm flying with people, like I don't know that's like kind of like gives me a high or something too to like walk around like, hey, this is so and so, go sub to their channel. Like, yeah, I mean, I don't know, but
Yeah.
it definitely takes something to get used to.
Well, people watch me here like I'm mad, walking around. Well, I have the GoPro is on my quad, on my drone. So I'm walking around talking to this thing.
Yeah.
And people looking at me like, what the hell is this guy doing?
Yeah, this one dude commented on my video because you could see it in the shadow. I was using my drone as a selfie stick or whatever, like walking around
Yeah.
vlogging, but
I don't even bother to take the GoPro out of the TPU. I just, hold the quad out and video. Or I use my phone most of the time. Phone quality is good.
yeah, Jason, I enjoy making videos too, editing, it's fun. I'm gonna
Hey,
catch up.
what Staceman just said there, I do also have so many videos on my hard drive that I just have not uploaded, you know, and they're there. I actually have some videos on YouTube already, but they're just private. I didn't feel like it was worthy of making it public to share with you guys. So what I want to do is, yeah, I see a lot of pilots do it. Sort of a compilation at the end of the year. So at the end of 2023, I want to do a
Yeah.
compilation of
Yeah.
highlights of all my best flights of 2023. I haven't done that yet, and I actually would like to do that. That would be cool.
Yeah,
It would
Booster.
take forever to do because you'll have hundreds of videos, especially if you fly a lot. You have to filter through those and pick, 5 seconds or 10 seconds out of each video. It'll
I
take you a whole month.
I always delete. I always delete all my videos. Like I'll have like 50 of them on my computer, and then my storage is like getting low, and I'm like, all right, screw it, and just start deleting them.
I dump them on an external. I have a
Yeah,
terabyte,
I
a
need
one
to.
terabyte external drive. I just dump everything on it off of the main computer.
I need to do that, man. I just went through and deleted like 50 videos like 2 days ago. Yeah, Booster, I want to check it out, man.
Yeah.
For real, I'll check it out.
And it's kind of fun because when you pull out that hard drive and you're going through some footage from, let's say, a year ago, and you see some footage that you forgot about and it reminded you of the session, and you're like, oh my god, I remember that day. So don't delete it if you can, if you have space
I know.
somewhere.
I need to.
Keep those.
That's what 2024 is my year. I'll do it. I'll get something to keep. I don't know why. I never even thought of that, man. I never even thought about getting external storage. I don't know why.
Yeah, and they're quite cheap now. Those 1 terabyte external drives, and I have a very big memory card in my goggles, in my DVR, and I had months and months of DVR, and because the Sky Zone's auto record, I had all my friends' flights as well. So I'm sitting there and just going through my flights and also my friends' flights because it was recording their flights as well.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool to have all that footage.
So like, were you like watching them in your goggles when they were flying? Is that why you had it?
yeah. I was just riding along. Uh,
Does that make you sick or feel weird?
uh, no, no. I like that kind of stuff. That fast moving. I'm a gamer also. I played a lot of games growing up, so I always liked that kind of fast,
It makes
fast paced action.
it makes me kind of sick, man. To watch other people fly. I don't know why.
Well, you don't know what they're going to do. You know, I could see that. You don't know what they're going to do. They're just going to turn.
Yeah, like I.
Now, it's strange. That happens sometimes if I'm rewatching the DVR of the person's flight. But if I'm standing next to them and talking to them while they're flying, I feel a little more connected. But if I'm watching a playback of a recording with the goggles on, I get that sort of feeling like, oh, what's going to happen here? I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Well, like even like say I crash somewhere and I don't know where it is, like my battery came unplugged or whatever, and I'll go back to watch my DVR. Like it'll kind of even mess with me, man. Like I just like I don't know, like I don't feel like I want to get like puke or anything. But I kind of feel like
But you feel
lightheaded,
that, yeah.
like lightheaded, dizzy a little bit. It's like I don't know, like I've never gotten used to that. Like
I can't.
I'm so glad I can fly. You know what I mean? Because I mean it's kind of it's weird.
I get that feeling from simulators. I don't know if it's because I'm looking at this flat screen and trying to focus on that, and I have all this peripheral, the room and everything else going on. But I can't fly simulators. I mean, I could go on and I could fly maybe like 3 minutes, but after 3 minutes, I'm satisfied. Like, I had enough.
I
I don't feel it's kind of strange.
I think somebody else has told me that they couldn't fly a sim. I can't remember who it was.
The realism is off. I mean, I got it to where it felt as close to real drone as possible. I had to jack up the gravity and play around with kids and stuff, but it just still felt strange. If I'm gonna sit and play a video game, I might as well play Call of Duty or Grand Theft Auto or something
I I
and
lo-
fly when I go outside.
I sim sometimes. Me and Flexo we've simmed a couple day what is Flexo still here? Yeah, 2 or 3 days ago. Me and Flexo simmed together for about an hour, probably, and that was
What
pretty
I
cool.
Have you ever tried the goggles to plug your HDMI?
Uh
I've never tried it, but I want to try plugging in my goggles into the simulator. I need an adapter, HDMI mini to HDMI large.
um if somebody all right if I get if somebody wins this and they live by you, is it going to cost me like $500 to ship it to them? Do you think?
Where here in Trinidad and Tobago,
Yeah,
no, most likely it'll be to Miami.
to
How much does it
Miami.
cost?
Because this radio is only like 35 or 40 bucks, and I'd hate
How much
that.
is shipping to Miami?
I mean, I'm not worried about shipping to Miami. That's probably nothing.
Yeah, so
So
all
everything,
of us local pilots have a
all,
skybox or
oh,
access
okay.
to an address in Miami that we use.
All right. I thought only you had one. All right, I get it.
Yeah, so no, sometimes we share one if we needed to, because again, we would just try and get all the orders together into
So
one package.
would this get stolen if I sent it though?
If you send it just straight normal mail,
Yeah.
probably, but if you do it through the skybox, like to our Miami skybox, is perfectly safe.
Okay. Okay.
Those are private companies. They are always safe. Nothing's gone missing. I was quite surprised at DHL though, because that HD0 VRX that I ordered, it was from the UK. I bought it from a guy in the UK, and he shipped it to me, and then DHL lost the package somewhere. It didn't even leave the UK. It got lost somewhere on the ground in the UK. That was my first experience of a reputable company losing a package.
What's up, Ohm? Ohm is one of my patrons. I'm gonna do the patron giveaway here in a second. Um, I'm trying to beg for $3 a month from somebody before I do the spin. But all right, I want to do. I'll give this away then next. So if you want to do this, enter. I guess enter T8, and then I'll write it down. I'll do the old-fashioned spin again.
That's the jumper.
No, it's a Radio Master. It's
The Radio Master.
Whoops, wrong. It's I don't know. It's definitely beginner radio. I actually bought it. I think it.
Just got. I got myself a jumper T Pro. And I'm trying to go ELRS because I can't. I'm flying Crossfire, and everybody is like, man, you should try ELRS. ELRS is shit. ELRS for life. So I got myself this jumper, the Jumper T Pro, and was trying to flash the external module with the Lua script for the Crossfire module, and bricked it. So I have a project for a rainy day. Because to unbrick these Jumper T Pros, you have to open it up.
Oh
and
man!
On a little wire to the boot button, and you basically need to do rocket science to reflash the ELRS module inside of this thing.
That sucks, man.
Yeah, but I still have my other X-Lite. I have the X-Lite that I'm flying.
It's a Flash 2 X-Lite. That's man, those little gimbals on the X-Lite. Like I like the way the X-Lite feels. The gimbals just feel like they're like that freaking big or something on it though. It's weird.
Yeah, but I found this Jumper T Pro has sort of like right in the middle. You see, there's a little bit of play here. I didn't like that. The X-Lite doesn't have that. Sort of, almost like it's like a little loose right in the middle.
Well, I mean,
I like them to be tight.
If you tear it apart, you might be able to fix that. Maybe, I don't know. I've never torn apart a radio.
And now I'm flying 3D, so with the X-Lite, it's I have a middling, so my throttle is centering, just like my pitch and roll stick. So both my sticks on my X-Lite are centered, middling.
Oh.
That is how you fly 3D. So right in the middle is neutral, up is throttle up, and down is reverse. So if I'm flying and I let go of my sticks, it just goes to neutral.
Both of them do that? Both your sticks are just like the normal?
Both my sticks. Yeah, and I in my next video, I'm going to do that because you even asked about stick cam. I'm going to try and rig something. I don't know, I strap something to my chest. So people could see how my radio, I had a few people ask me how my radio was set up for that.
Flexo, is that how your radio is? Is Flexo still in here? Only 2 people want to win this radio? Come on. That'll make my spin easier. I'll just flip a coin if only 2 people enter. Yeah, I'm like, man, 3D is like mesmerizing to me. I don't know. Like I want to do it so bad, but then like I'm not going to. I'm like holding off.
Yeah. Well, I have sort of a unique kind of 3D mind because with windsurfing and kite surfing and stuff, you're in that sort of 3D world. So the sort of maneuvers we do, the upside down, the long hang time, and to me it feels so similar.
Man, like
Triton, yeah, I've been had a stand-up paddleboard lesson yesterday with 3 people. We went on a nice little paddle.
So 3 people want to enter. That's it. Look at this beautiful Radio Master T8 Pro. 3 people want it. All right, it's 10:51. Yeah. If nobody says anything by 10:53, I'm spinning the wheel. It'll be a quick spin. Rilo, you're in. I got Rilo. I got Rilo, Lambo, and MFR.
MFR.
No, King Keek. My Patreon giveaway will be at the very end of the stream, and if you want to join, the link is in the description of this. and I'll be giving away a $20 gift card direct. King Keek wants in.
Yeah, but I could only fly these gamepad style radios. My hands are small, so I tried those box radios, and they're just a little too big for me.
Um, I flew the what's it called, the Tango 2 for like over 2 years.
Yeah. What do you think of that new Pocket Radio Master Pocket?
Man, it looks super weird. It looks like it would be very uncomfortable to hold.
It looks. That's what I was thinking. It looks like your hands will be too close together. The radio is actually too small. That's what I was thinking.
I was actually thinking about buying one.
As a backup radio to just have
Yeah, and
in
they're
your
like
pocket, I
60
guess.
$64 or something. Like, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
And yeah, what sold me on it, what I really like about it, is it takes the 18650s and it has a module base, so you can use your whatever, your Crossfire or your ELRS module on the back.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I'm still flying Crossfire. I've never failed safe ever since flying FPV, believe it or not. And I've been flying for 3 years, 3.5 years. I've never failed safe flying Crossfire. So I have a solid link. I haven't
I've
changed just yet.
I've fail safed on Crossfire.
Really?
Yeah, it was actually weird, man. Like it was
You had it set to
uh
a low output, like 25 or.
no, I was actually flying. It was actually my long range that I was just bought, and I think what it was, man, I wasn't like in town,
Right.
but like I wasn't out like in the middle of nowhere, and I think I might have gotten like in between like a cell phone or something tower, and it like made it fail safe. It was weird. No
Hmm.
Flexo, this isn't Patreon. All right, Flexo's in. So I got Flexo, Lambo, Rilo, MFR, and King Keek are all in on the radio giveaway. Going once, going twice. Do you want to win the radio, Stacy? What's up, J Rod?
Spaceman's got to run.
He probably doesn't want this radio anyway. He's using his same radio from 1995.
Yeah, I just changed one of the gimbals on my X Lite. I'm still loving it, man. It's nice and smooth.
All right,
No,
J Rod.
no jitter. That's another thing I noticed. You can look at the traces on the on in beta flight, and with the X Lite, it's rock solid. Right in the middle, 1500. This one I found it was kind of bouncing around a little bit. I don't know. Figure that out.
Let's see. I have Lambo, Rilo. All right, Technique's not in on this one. I don't think. Let's see. J Rod, MFR, King Keek, Rilo, Flexo, and Lambo. All right, we're getting ready to spin this one. I was getting ready to say something and then got freaking uh, got distracted.
You ever been down to the Caribbean, though?
No, man, like that would be super cool.
Yeah, man. Well, where gonna vacation next.
Yeah, that would be like. Do you have to have like for me to get there? Do I have to have a passport?
Yeah, you need a passport, but you don't need like a visa or anything in particular. Just a passport because you're leaving the United States to enter another country, so you'll need the passport. I think Kim Fuse and Garda Rota are gonna try and come down this winter. Keeping in contact with them. Hopefully that works out, and that'll be the first. That'll be the start of something. Let's hope. Island vibes, island meetup, FPV.
That'll be super cool.
Yeah.
Like, how much are plane tickets to get there? Like, are they cheap?
It's reasonable. They have a flight from JFK to directly to Bago. Couple $100. In the season it gets cheaper.
Man, I put the wheel somewhere now. I can't, like, it's not popping up to where it was at. Um, Let me see something here. Like, I don't know where it went to. Like, I keep trying to find it, and it's I don't know where it's at.
Yeah, so maybe like 100 US or something, or 150 around there.
Yeah, like
So
for me to fly from like here to Florida, it's like super cheap.
that's why we don't get many Americans. Most of our tourist base, our clientele here is from the UK. Americans and not sorry, Americans don't really come there. We get UK and Germans. Because to get here can be either expensive if you want to fly direct. If you want, the cheap way to get here is just too much of a hassle. You have to connect at least 2 or 3 times. So, as you said, most people in the U.S. would go to Florida or the U.S. Virgin Islands or somewhere closer, and that is also cheaper.
Yeah, like for us to fly,
Yeah,
like for us to fly to Florida, like you can get like a round trip ticket for like
Lambo, yeah, island boy, island vibes.
I'm gonna have to. It's so weird. I can't. The wheel's gone. I'm gonna have to.
You have to
Re.
re-spin the wheel.
I'm gonna have to re-add it. It's weird. I'll find it in a second. Um, I don't know where it freaking went to. Yeah, the wheel's gone. Like I just had it, and then I stashed it off to the side, and I was getting ready to move it back, and
You
then
have to reload it.
yeah, I don't know why it does that sometimes.
So
Um,
did this remote ID thing affect you at all? Like, did you have to go and get those modules put on all of your quads, or what was the deal with that?
I mean, legally, yeah, we will, but
Oh shit.
not really. No. Um, yeah, I think that's supposed to go into effect. Let's see, set like next month. Um, I can't remember when. I think like September.
Triton, Triton. Yeah, it's now 11 o'clock. Pretty much same time zone, unless you guys turn your clocks back.
No, I think Triton's in California. I think.
Ah, okay. He's in a different time zone.
All right, I'm about to. Man, I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, Crossfire for life. Yeah, I used to fly FR Sky when I just got into FPV. I had XM Plus, RXSR, and all that fancy jazz, and still fail safe all those receivers from FR Sky. Even their dual, their diversity receivers still fail safe.
I never. Well, I flew FR Sky a little bit, but then I mainly started out with Spectrum, which was weird.
Hmm. Yeah, I never played around with Spectrum.
Man, I cannot get this wheel to pop up now. It's so weird. It was there, and then
Lambo says it's cursed.
yeah, I'm about to. Here we go. I should find it. All right, there we go. Now I got to. I found the wheel. I just need to. All right, we're good now. I found it. I had to go. That was super weird. Um, it was like gone, man. Like it was gone, and it wouldn't pop back up. All right, is it everybody's? I think everybody's good that said they wanted to win. So here we go. This is for the radio.
Good luck. Good luck, everybody.
King Keek won the radio. I need to start paying attention who wins. So King Keek won the radio. I need to write this
Right,
stuff
King.
down. And then Tech won the
Kiev. King Keep the channel.
King Keek won the radio. And then
Nice. Get them kids. Get them kids into FPV, man.
and then Tech won the stickers and stuff. The goodie bag. All right, I'm gonna safely put this somewhere over here so I don't lose it, and then so I can do the Patreon giveaway. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and do the Patreon giveaway in a second because we both said 11 o'clock was good, and it's getting to be it's after 11.
Just after 11, yeah.
I think I just switched sides, didn't I? You were
That's
on the.
one good thing about the simulator, King. The kids could get into FPV through the simulator because they're already used to playing video games.
Did I want to check my Patreon and see if anybody else joined before I do the. Yeah, like the Sims cool, definitely for kids. All right, nobody wants to join my Patreon. Thanks for nothing, guys. I'm just kidding. I'll still do. Dang. All right. Yeah, my kids played the Sim some, but um, I don't know. I should sim more, and I don't.
I try to get, what FPV pilots are like. Everywhere we go, we're talking about FPV. We're on the train, on the plane. We're like, hey, have you heard of FPV before? Selling FPV like it's drugs. But I have a simulator on my laptop, so anybody that's kind of interested, I'm like, well, hey, look, you want to try to see what it's like? Jump on this simulator here. And people have surprised me. People have literally grabbed a radio for the first time in a simulator and took off and flew around. Like people who have never flown actual drone before. So some people just kind of understand the physics behind it and how, in acro, not in stab. So in acro mode, some people just understand that pitch, that attitude, how the quad could hold and maintain that attitude with pitch and roll.
It's yeah. I mean, some people just they got that, like they just got it. I blocked you out for a second with the wheel because I was messing around. At least I know where the wheel's at now, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I swear I don't know where it went to. I couldn't freaking find it for anything. So what you said you have about what 8 to 10 people flies there?
Yeah. And everybody in Trinidad mostly, so only when the guys come over for holidays. Yeah, actually, this is considered a long weekend because tomorrow is a holiday. Most people will take Friday off of work, and they'll enjoy a 4-day weekend. So I don't know if any of the guys coming over to Tobago for the weekend, but we'll see. sometimes I get a surprise visit. And I
Oh,
always have packs charged, and most of the time I kind of lugging my gear around with me in the car.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm reading the chat. Good. That's cool, King Keek. Thank you. You're awesome, man. Thank you. Uh, did you join my Patreon, Lambo? Is that why you're telling me to check it? I'm getting ready to spin the giveaway for my patrons. What's up, Mark? Good morning or good evening. I thought it said good morning. I was like, wonder where you're at if it's morning. King Keek, hit me up somewhere, and I'll get your radio out to you. What else? I was going to say something too.
Yeah. So when you go out to fly, how many packs like you would normally consider a session? Like four or eight, or because I try to kind of commit like a 1 hour after work. 1 hour after work at least to fly. So I always have like 4 packs. I would consider 4 packs like a session.
Yeah, that man, that's about me. Um, I usually charge. I'll usually charge. I don't know. It'll be anywhere from 4 to 7, maybe 8. If I'm going somewhere cool, I'll take like 6, 8 packs. If I'm just going to my
Mm-hmm.
normal spots that I fly at all the time, I'll it'll usually be probably just 4. Four's a pretty good number most of the time.
Yeah.
I had forever. I think I only had 3 or 4 packs, and
Mm.
um, then like anything else in FPV, you start to get more. Uh, but yeah, I think as of right now, I think I have 7 packs that are good, and like
Mm-hmm.
7 that are good, and then um, a couple that suck. So yeah, 4 to 6 usually.
What you working on right now? We always have something we're working on, some new maneuver or something.
Uh, well, I've been flying the Bridge City Burnside, and it's like a toilet tank,
Mm-hmm.
and then I have the Demi bot, and I bought a Vanny style frame, and I'm getting ready to switch
Mm-hmm.
everything from the Demi bot to the Vanny style, just because they're so weird to fly to switch that
Yeah.
I think I want them to be about the same. But um, yeah,
I
that's
just built one of those new Source ones, the split deck with the five. I think it might even be 6 millimeter arms. I
yeah.
didn't measure it,
I
but
think they are
that
6.
new, yeah, man, that new Source one looking nice, chunky arms. They have that chopper cross thing in the middle there where the arms kind of slot, kind of fit into.
The
I don't
sort
know. It's not very tight, but it should work as long as I don't slam it into the concrete wall.
my son flies the Source One like the V2 or 3 or something, man. And that thing, he's crashed it, and I'm like, this thing's gonna be exploded, and I'll go pick it
The,
up, and it'll be fine.
the Yeah, I have the V3 is my basher. That's the quad that I gonna I take into the bando and push the limits of it. This this frame here on the wall that was a Source One V5, but that was the one with the thin arms. I think it was like 3 or 4 millimeter arms. I snapped one of those arms in a normal simple crash.
All right, I have.
I
Oh,
think that was the first version of the V5.
I had it ohm to the wheel twice. Um, Sorry, man. I didn't hear what you said at the end because I was.
Yeah.
What did you say? I heard you say something twice, but I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I was just talking about the Source One.
Oh,
Source One V5 first version, first V5 before the one with the 6 millimeter arms. It was too thin. It was a weak frame.
I can't. I can't remember. I can't remember which one my son has. I think his is a V3.
It's probably the V3. Yeah, the V3 was the one with the wide, the kind of wide arms.
I had some arms for it. It's like right up here. That's what I was looking for, but I don't see them.
And they had like a little bolt and nut that fit in a between.
All right, I want to do my Patreon giveaway. Thank you for joining Lambo. I'll give you guys 2 minutes if you want to join my Patreon to win a $20 gift card, and then I'm spinning the wheel. I I knew we both said 11 o'clock would be a good time to end it, and I knew it wouldn't be at 11.
You know how those things are.
Yeah, once you get talking about stuff, man, it just goes on. Like, I think when
Yeah.
Stacy came on, and I can't remember how long we stayed on. It was like 3 hours or something. Like, hell, we were back to when we were kids talking about stuff. We went that far back.
Yeah, that happened with Hit the Deck on KC on his stream. We went for like 4 hours, well past midnight. You know, it's just going on and on. I think everybody practically left the chat, and we're still there on the stream.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, like you said, like you feel like you know people because through FPV and stuff, it's cool. But then like you don't actually sit down and talk to somebody really that much. You know what I mean? Like you
Yeah,
comment on people's stuff and stuff like that, but then like talking like it's different.
yeah.
All right, I want to spin the Patreon giveaway. Thank you guys for being my patrons. I think you're in here still. Thanks, man. Lambo, thanks, dude. You guys are awesome. You guys helped me do the giveaways. So I'm gonna get the wheel in. I found it this time. Something always goes wrong on a live stream. So if you start doing live streams, just don't even worry about something going wrong because it's going to happen. This one's actually been probably my smoothest live stream I've had. Usually I'll have like there'll be audio, some audio will be messed up, or it's always something. All right, here you guys go for the Patreon giveaway. Thank you guys. You're awesome. Ah, my that's my homie. That's my homie Bullfrog. He won. Uh, Now where did? Yeah, what happened, Wind Jumpy? What happened, Wind Jumpy? I don't know why it closed. Something must have happened, Wind Jumpy. All right, like I said, something always goes wrong. Um, Sorry about that, Wind Jumpy. Um, that's cool, Lambo. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys want something, hit me up. Thank you for coming on, Wind Jumpy. I'll talk to you later. Um, No, Lambeau, it was supposed to go till midnight. I set the Zoom meeting up from 9 to midnight. It's only 11:15. Um, yeah, I jinxed myself, Jason, for sure. Thanks, Um, yeah, sorry about that wind jumpy. You guys have a good one. Good night. Thanks for joining me. I'll be on probably in a couple weeks again. You guys all have